Oh,
Live?
hello. We
Uh-oh.
are on the
God.
TVs. Hopefully, everybody can hear me. I think so,
Yes.
yeah.
Can confirm.
Overcome
Hooray!
technical difficulties.
It seems like it's been forever since we played when we recorded last, but it hasn't been. It's just been that long of a week. And weekend.
Oh.
It's another Monday. Oh, don't you dare say that. You can't hear
Can't
me.
hear you.
No, he's kidding.
No, I
kidding.
know.
Oh my
There-
god, that's a
Chris,
good one.
You got
But
me.
the fuzzy mic thing is still happening through the Twitch feed, just so you know.
Oh, my
Oh,
internet's
no.
my internet is fucked right now, and I don't know why.
Not even in the good way.
No,
Mm-mm.
it's not the good
It's a
fucking.
bad fucking. It's non-consensual.
Never want the bad fuck.
We shall
Mm-mm.
We are this
continue
close
forward.
to TOS.
Yeah. Say the R word.
All right. Well, this is Whispers of Doom. Monday night, we're back at it again, and we're having technical difficulties. At least I am. My internet's being fucky, and but at least we can be fucky together. So
That's kind.
yeah. Yeah, this is episode 24. And if this is the first time, if this is your first visit to Whispers of Doom, turn back now. I'm just kidding. No, stay. We're a group
Say, but
of
go back to the beginning. That's what
yeah,
you mean, right?
Go back to
Don't-
episode 1. Yes.
It's your
do
first
that.
time. Fuck off.
Fuck off and go back to watch episode 1. Or
Yeah,
at
no,
least
let's start
listen.
from the beginning. It'll make more sense that way.
We are in no way, shape, or form endorsed, associated, or sponsored by Paizo. Honestly, I think they'd be quite ashamed. But no. Either way,
I dream to shame them one day.
yeah, we're here. We're here to play their wonderful game, Pathfinder 2nd Edition, on Twitch and YouTube and anywhere else you can watch this VOD. We use Foundry VTT, Discord, Sirenscape, Bailey and Zoom. Not sponsored by any of them, but we're open to the idea.
Zoom.
Those are all.
First Zoom
That's,
plug. Yeah.
that's our software stack.
Yeah.
But yeah, this show is adults only, no holds barred, talk shit, dick, and dirty bean water jokes. But we're all consenting peoples here, playing make believe where anything can happen. Choking on my spit. That doesn't happen
Yeah.
often.
It's all fucky.
It's all fucky. It's all fucky in my throat.
Off to a great start.
Uh-oh.
You get a fuck, he gets a fuck,
Yeah.
we all get a fuck.
Hey.
So yeah, we do have safety tools in place for us to use in case we start to broach uneasy topics or situations, and we'll be sure to maneuver the narrative so everyone feels uncomfortable equally. Kidding, of course, but you get the picture. We're here to have fun, but not at the expense of each other's discomfort. But you there, denizens of the Twitch, there are some sweet channel point
Twitchland.
rewards you can find below the chat, from naming NPCs to dropping loot for the party to find after their next encounter. If you want to get crazy and show some love to us, the small studio, you want to donate your bits to the channel, you can. For 500 bits, reward the players hero points or obols, as we've reflavored them. That gives them the ability to use them as intended per the player core, or to have them just re-roll a die or make me re-roll a die of my own. Or for 1,000 bits, you can roll a D100 in chat to pull from a random encounter table that's got hazards or monsters that'll range from low to severe difficulties, and it will happen as soon as that happens in chat, or at least as soon as I notice it.
Sorry. I like the wording on that. That got me. It tickled me. Will happen as soon as it happens.
As soon as I can find a break in the narrative, it'll happen.
No.
Yeah. Any announcements from you guys?
We're
Nope.
not dead.
Sorry,
We're all
I was
here?
very distracted there for a second because I saw somebody redeemed the gimme the loot thing. So I was like, what does that actually mean?
Yeah. Also, you threw me off because this is the first time that you've asked us for any announcement input.
Yeah, I know.
So it's like, what do you
Surprise!
mean?
We never get any
What am I
like
s-
prompting.
Yeah, what
He's
am I
like,
supposed to say?
What do you
It's my
guys
dog's
think?
birthday. That is actually a thing.
Happy
It's
birthday
my
to your
dog's
dog.
birthday.
My
She is
wife
8 years
celebrates our
old.
dog's birthdays.
Yay.
Nice.
Yes. Olive is 8 today.
Aw. 8 years old.
What was the banter topic that you wanted to ask us that you were like, oh, I'll save that for?
Oh,
Ooh,
as
yeah, that sounds exciting.
as a resident Ohioan, can you tell me what it means to be an Ohio Rizzler?
That
No.
sounds.
So, based on my very limited knowledge of the fuckery that is the
Gen
very
Alpha slang.
Gen Alpha slang, Ohio is derogative, and or derogatory, and then Riz is charisma. So my only assumption,
Oh,
based on those two things, is that Ohio Riz or Ohio Rizzler. Oh, and then I think a Rizzler is like some sort of weird take on like a charismatic Joker-esque character. I don't fucking know.
Oh, he's
Like a
got the biz.
deviant, like a pervy deviant.
Maybe like a
Or
Pepe
a
Le
deviant,
Pew.
yeah. So, what?
Like a Pepe Le Pew.
Something like that.
You know, he's like always
a
trying
little
to
bit
be
of that. So just imagine,
risen, you know,
the
It's for his old
worst
heads.
human being you could ever picture, and then they're just also from Ohio.
by happenstance.
By happenstance. And I think that's about it. Someone who's Gen Alpha, if we have any of you, feel free to add your commentary.
Please do. Yeah. On all of our social platforms.
Yes, exactly.
You know
Please
what?
let me
Yeah.
know
Bump
how
that
wrong I
algorithm up.
am in how incorrect I am in describing Gen Alpha slang. Please.
That was good. That's all I wanted.
Yeah, I think I didn't know that's what Riz. I knew what Riz was meant, but I didn't know that's why. Because
Oh.
none of it had any reason to me. I just
Charisma. You got
Yeah,
that
now I know.
Riz. Yeah.
that makes a lot of sense. I mean,
I'm the
my
first-
generation's slang is crazy too. So
Chris.
Yeah, we've talked about that. I don't know if we talked about it on the
I
show.
said
but...
Beezy.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, that one caught me off guard. I still barely remember. Oh yeah, no, it's coming back now.
Yeah, we don't. We're. If you know, you know. Otherwise,
If you know, you know.
there would be a short of it. I'll make a short of it.
There we
That's true. There is the clip somewhere. It is out there.
This is very
Um,
true.
If not, go back and
This
watch
is
the
also
entire
true.
series again and rate us 5 stars on Spotify and other places
Yes.
because
Everywhere you
do
listen to
it.
podcasts. So
Follow
listen.
us on
Every single
TikTok
place.
so that way we can have more than 2.
There's fun shorts on TikTok and Instagram.
Go follow
I
them.
I put a
right
lot of
now.
work. Validate me, please.
yes.
Yeah, it's in so much work. Go follow them. Go do it now.
Yeah.
If you don't, I'll show up in your room.
During our next ad break, take some time to follow your favorite degenerate studio.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it right now, Cody. Don't show up here.
No, just if you show up, then we can play a board game that we always talk about.
There, yeah, you
yeah,
know what?
actually do show
Exactly.
up.
Yeah.
I,
Come on to
I'm gonna
California.
go to my mirror right now and be like, Cody.
Yeah.
Cody.
Just say my
Bar
name
tails,
3
bar
times.
tails.
Say my name 3 times and smash a zebra cake against the mirror and I'll appear.
The
A
great
beacon
summoning ritual.
link.
I don't know what that means. Uh,
Gotta get with the times.
yeah, us old heads.
We're gonna write that. We're writing that down. We're gonna figure that out.
We are. We're gonna take some time and watch it on our YouTube to get skibbity. Anyways, let's.
Robert, real quick,
clip that.
can you check your cord on your microphone? Because it just keeps happening.
Yeah, it's rather Ohio right now. Is that how that works?
Right, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Ohio
Su-
Sigma.
Yeah, I was just
is-
gonna say Sigma is one, but I don't know what it means.
We're gonna get punished by
Ooh,
Gen
you
Alpha.
know what does that mean by Ohio is for lovers? What does that mean?
That means cut my
Mm.
wrists and black my eyes.
Ah, yes, yes.
Okay, hopefully that's better.
I've heard that
Hawthorne
was for
Heights.
Virginia, never Ohio.
Oh,
All right, so you guys ready?
Hawthorne Heights is what I'm referencing for anybody who doesn't know what that is. It's a
Me.
band from
Well,
a
I
long time
obviously
ago.
do.
They have an album called Ohio, or a song called Ohio's for Lovers.
Ohio's
And they
for
says what I said.
lovers.
Anyway,
I don't know that song. No, I do actually. I'm just trying to distract myself.
I figure we
Let's-
do that plenty enough.
Let's get ready
Distract you.
to
Live
by the
by the
die
die,
and die
and die
by the
by
die.
Oh.
We did
It
it.
was. It helped for 2 seconds and then it went back.
The static
did
is
it.
rough.
Oh man, is it? I don't know what's
Yeah.
happening. Could be my audio interface. My apologies. I unplugged and replugged everything in. Ooh, let's do a power reset. How about that? Pause for edit. At least you guys can bant. Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
It's like silence.
Sorry, I died a little bit there. This most recent. There we go. Most recent round of COVID has not been fun. I'm still dealing with the cough 2 weeks after the fact.
I was like, it's 4 years later, Cody.
Right, that too. Oh my gosh, yeah, it is not fun. If you're sick, fucking stay home for the love of God. We do not need
Physical
a
and mental
repeat.
health is important.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I have someone who I know I had to work with them on Wednesday, and they said they had COVID Friday, and I was like, all right, well, we will schedule 2 weeks from that day.
Right, exactly.
She's like, well, I'll stay in my room. No, I will see you 2
Mm-mm.
wees from the day you told me you had COVID.
Get out of here.
No
All right,
way.
Hopefully the audio's better now.
There we
We'll
go.
find out here in a few
All right.
minutes.
Well, so I'm gonna do a quick recap. That recap is I gotta scroll down.
Skibbity.
It's the motherfucking recap. Last time, the group left Ordby's body to peacefully repose at Stonehome, a garrison for worshippers of Gazra here in Iron Harbor. The party ventured deeper into the depths below Rusthenge, or as we've learned, its original name, the Vloric Spires. The spires were erected by Thadelmar, a long-dead Thessalonian and worshipper of the demon lord of Rust, Zar Azmak. Below the spires, he and fellow cultists built a sky metal workshop and a lab to perform a ritual. Thousands of years after Earthfall and the re-emergence of the Thessalonian kingdom of Zinadaceril, Thadelmar's legacy and goals continue through his grandson, Maitramar. On his heels, the party finds themselves in the Darklands, fighting off a small encampment of Darrow, who had some sort of agreement with the cultists of Zar Azmak, and Maitramar himself. The group now stands amidst their campfire after a skirmish with Ziox, a Darrow Magister, his ally, Silly Sally, a Darrow Strangler, and her Leshy companion, Dilly Dally. The fire disrupted as Dilly Dally's fungal body remains there and slowly becoming cooked. Ziox pinned by a crossbow bolt and unmoving down a dark tunnel to the south, or just a regular arrow, I think, actually. And Silly Sally dead at the group's feet. There is a tunnel that forks to the northwest, next to the tunnel that you guys came through from the northeast. A small cave to the west emits a glow from a cluster of blue cytalish mushrooms with several bedrolls surrounding it. And then the tunnel to the south, where the Magister's body now lay. That's where we're going to pick up. So I switch the scene here. Hopefully it loads. Please press
Foundry.
Alt-C.
This is what it looks like when you don't have dark vision.
What are you guys doing?
Oh,
So,
Bertrand is
Alt C, Cody.
like, it was rough. Can either you two take a look at my wounds here? Very badly hurt.
Yeah, wouldn't you too?
We're all fucked up, except for Faradir's hurt actually too.
Yeah, you're all pretty in bad shape.
Oh, yeah. I do have.
Yep.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead. My bad.
I do have a potion in my inventory here I could drink.
Fen is kind of like uh hunched over a little bit, like hands on knees, just kind of like panting and sweating into the dirt floor. Um, she's like,
Oh, I see.
This is exactly why things like Stonehome and other affronts against nature should not exist. Things like this happen, and Gazra, damn it all.
Agreed. He ran off that way, though. I think I hit him. And I'm gonna move down that
Oh, yeah.
passage and
Diff, drink this
confirm.
first. You hurt. You need to drink this.
I'm gonna put up my hands. You already fed me one.
You're still badly injured.
Not gonna run away. I just need to confirm.
Then I'm going with you.
Fair enough. And I'm gonna move into this passage. And I think as I move into the passage, I'm actually gonna look back at Faraday. Little light, actually.
Theater casts light. The edge of the tunnel there, looking further south.
Damn, where is this guy?
His body's right here. We'll just
Okay. I was like, where is he?
25 feet into this tunnel to the south of their encampment. You see that he is pinned through his calf, unmoving, eyes open, covered in that dirty blue robe. His beady, pupilless blue eyes staring further south, the direction he was heading for his escape.
Yeah, I'm gonna with my weapon in one hand, I'm gonna kind of check him and make sure he's not breathing.
You pat him down, and he definitely is not.
Right. What is it? He has things?
He does. You turn over his body. He's got an atlas, and it looks like some kind of oil in a like a sack.
I'm gonna grab the oil and I'm just gonna hand it back to Faraday. Not allowed to move items to this character. Don't tell me what to do, Foundry.
I got
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
There.
I'll
Same-
take it.
Oh, he had 4 doses of that oil. Should be in your inventory now.
Yeah, it says what it is. Yeah.
I'm just gonna look back at Faraday. Oh, he's pinned. Guess it's a grim totem for the tunnel. Gonna kind of limp my way back to the rest of the party up here.
Yeah, while y'all were doing that, Fen was attempting to treat wounds on Bertrand to not great effect.
Patched him up a bit though. So
Yeah, a little bit. Just can't get the good quality mud in here.
exactly.
Healed him for 4, it looks like.
Yeah.
Nice.
This oil, I'd like to roll a knowledge check if it's not something else. Obviously, it says what it is, but I don't think. I mean, would Faraday already know what that is?
No, but I'll give it to you after looking at it for a moment, so you can go ahead and read off the description.
Okay, so this is. It looks like it's Cytelesh oil. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly. This thick substance is distilled from the mind-robbing Cytelesh fungus, though it lacks memory-altering capabilities. So I don't know what that means entirely. But yeah.
If you want to roll a knowledge check on the Cytelish mushroom, I think you
Okay.
guys did last time when you rolled on Cyox, because he's been eating and has been affected by
Oh,
the
okay.
mushroom so much. But it is yeah, it's a mushroom that's commonly what's the word? Farmed and harvested by the Darrow. They use the drug for themselves, and it has some very, very potent mind-affecting properties.
Should I just throw it at somebody?
For better or for worse. Darrow have grown to become kind of, what's the word? Like, used to the effects of it. But, yeah. You do actually see a cluster of the mushrooms growing in this cavern over here to the west with all the bedrolls. Its common name is brain mold. Gives off a bright blue glow equivalent to torchlight.
I'm gonna push.
Oh, sorry.
I was just gonna say I'm gonna kind of let my way over to this Darrow woman, and I'm gonna take that Atlas that caused me so much trouble.
Okay.
From her, and in the meantime, I'm gonna kind of look to see if she has anything else that I can pass off.
Yep, she's got a hand crossbow, rope, and 5 doses of this strange, like bright orange liquid, and 5 bolts.
I'm gonna take the liquid, and I'm also gonna hand it back to Faradir.
Okay.
After I grab the Atlas, I'm gonna kind of like I'm gonna toss the body a little bit. As if it's not happy with, with this individual. But yeah, gonna hand this over to Faradir. I'm not sure what this is, but it doesn't quite look the same.
He would like to check it out.
Yep, you can spend 10 minutes to try to identify that item. It's different than the Sidelish.
What is there like a roll involved?
You can just roll a recon knowledge check off of, let's see, crafting, or I'll even say Arcana.
I'll take Arcana.
Nature also.
Blind GM roll.
Yeah.
Fen, are we taking a look in this little glowing cavern here?
Yeah, I was gonna say while that was happening,
Yeah.
Fen was interested in potentially gathering some of these mushrooms.
Sure. Yep. So the 10 minutes you guys are kind of spending looking around.
If we're taking 10 minutes down, then I would try to heal.
And that's
Yeah,
to
go
say,
for
if
it.
people didn't want me to take that 10 minutes, I would be not opposed to not. So
No, we should take our time and heal up.
I just didn't want to like assume the people wanted to go in that direction. So just want to make sure it's cool.
Sounds like it's good. So in that 10 minutes, I'll just give it to you guys. You search that room to the west with the Cytalus mushrooms and the bedrolls, and Faraday, you take the time to kind of investigate these doses a little more closely, and you recognize them as lethargy poison, commonly used for hit-and-run tactics by denizens of the Darklands who want their victims alive. The ambusher retreats until the poison sets in and the victim falls unconscious. Further exposure to the poison does not require the target to attempt additional saving throws, only failing a saving throw against the ongoing exposure can progress its stage. And then you're kind of thinking back to the cleric of Gazra that was thrust upon the table back at the tub in Osprey Cove.
Cleric of Gazra or Gorum?
Gorum, sorry. Gorum.
Good call. I was just like, yep.
Thank you.
That
That the one with the G.
The G one.
'Cause
Yeah.
that's where I went.
Yeah.
And Fen and Bertrand, you guys take the time to search this room, and it looks like I'll just actually nature check to try and harvest the mushrooms.
Yeah, and Bertrand's just looking around.
Oh, survival will work too.
I haven't gotten to use the survival check yet, so I was like, "Yeah, man, this seems like a good time."
Okay, all right. So you're able to harvest 1 dose of this.
Ooh.
1 dose of raw materials.
Beautiful.
And as you both are as Bertrand's kind of searching the rest of the room here, you do find some other things. So I'll go ahead and just reveal the loot
Cool.
there for you guys to grab off of.
Ooh, hello.
Ooh.
You find a small vial of a viscous golden liquid, as well as a slightly smelly satchel.
Mm.
Yeah,
Say that 5 times fast.
Yeah, that's what I call my sack. No,
There it is.
yeah, it's
Someone
too
was gonna
easy.
say
I'm
it.
sorry, it was too easy. Yeah, so
That's what they say about your sack.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Bertrand would take a look into. He would like, ugh, and kind of just like try to flip it open, like holding it at arm's length, just try to like flip it open and like look into it and see what's inside of it.
Sure. You flip open the cover of the bag, and it looks like it's just got this kind of unnatural darkness within.
Ooh,
Oh, it's even worse.
It doesn't line up with the light that's kind of happening around you, the mix between the light spell and the sightless mushrooms.
it's a bag of scent storage. I don't know. Trying to make bag of holding work with the way it smells. Ew, this is weird.
A bag of halitosis.
Yeah, there you go. That's good.
There it is.
That's good. There's the title. Yeah, he probably wouldn't even. Maybe he's come across something like this, but he would just be like, "This is a weird bag." Maybe
Yes.
maybe somebody could take a closer look at it, see if it's magical at all. But to me, it just stinks.
I would rather not touch that thing with any part of my body.
I'm not having much luck over here. I can see
What
I
are you
can see.
finding over there? A sack? A smelly sack?
Some
Easy.
sort of smelly sack and also a vial of mysterious liquid, which together I do not know how I feel about finding these two objects together in the same area.
What are you implying?
Mm,
Yeah, I don't get that one.
well,
Smelly sack though will make me chuckle no matter what. I've laughed
Would
every
you
time
like me
somebody
to
said that.
try and identify them?
I was going to say
Stay a while
potentially
and listen.
it
Sorry.
may or may not be the pleasure trunk.
Oh.
Smelly bag,
Kanye West Cove.
viscous liquid. Yeah.
Or like Diddy.
Diddy, yeah.
Oh, not Diddy.
was-
Yeah, cool.
Kanye probably
bad.
has one too, but
Yeah.
yeah, Diddy, who, oof, 1,000 vials of baby oil, or whatever the hell it was.
Yeah.
That's what we find in the trunk.
That's what he keeps in his bag of halitosis.
Exactly.
Jeez.
All right.
Anyway.
Identify these things.
Yep.
So it's gonna take you 10 minutes for actually just roll it once.
Misa?
Yeah, if you're gonna.
If it is going to take 10 minutes, I would ask Sif to take a look at my wounds.
Yeah, we'll take at least 10 minutes.
I still have a potion if anyone needs.
You cast your read aura. Both do give off some magical. Sorry, just the bag gives off a magical aura. It detects as magic.
This bag is magical.
But you're unable to identify the viscous golden liquid.
This is unicorn pee.
That's oddly specific.
I've seen it all the time.
Let's see.
Oh, that got me.
Satchel.
Yeah. That was so funny to me. It got me so off guard.
Well, if we're taking
Yes.
10 minutes to identify, I will attempt to hear Bertrand.
Please, yes, please.
Sure,
Maybe that will work, since I can't heal myself.
Oh,
That did work, yes.
Okay, perfect. Sweet. Thank you.
All right, healed him for
Oh
11.
yes, thank.
And
Oh, that's the spot right there.
you are
Thank you,
able
Sif.
to identify the satchel. It is a spacious pouch type 1.
Ooh.
Though it appears to be a simple cloth bag. A spacious pouch opens into a magical space larger than its outside dimensions. Bulk held inside the bag doesn't change the bulk of the spacious pouch itself. The amount of bulk the bag's extra dimensional space can hold depends on its type. It's basically the remastered version of Bag of Holding.
Oh, I do like spacious pouch. It's tough to say, but it is. Those are two fun words back to back.
Spacious pouch.
Yeah, say that along with smelly
It's like-
satchel.
Now we just need a
Spacious-
kangaroo NPC.
That's
God.
quite a spacious pouch.
Sean Connery.
I don't know.
Decker
I'm like
Kane.
recovering from being sick, so I've got a little something I don't normally have that I'm going to play with tonight. So
Yeah, you sound like Sean Connery right there. Okay. Nate. This justifies us carrying around all this extra shit we've been holding. Then should just throw the stash into the bag. Into the bag.
Who wants to be the holder of the spacious pouch?
I don't like the scent. I could hold it.
will it forever be smelly?
It's got a faint
Oh, you
scent
could
on it.
probably press
Like,
the
can I
digitate it.
digitize it away? Yeah.
You attempt to, and the faint smell does not disappear.
Mm.
Oh no, it's
Well, so I mean, I don't know if Fair Deer would think about it. I mean, but I'm thinking about that's gonna like maybe help us get tracked. Like,
hmm.
You
I
can
don't
only
know.
smell it within inches of it.
oh, okay.
What is the
Well-
bulk on it itself? It's one bulk.
One bulk, yeah. I know.
Yes.
So the vicious golden liquid I did not identify.
No, you did not.
He would hold it out as like, oh, I guess I thought I did. I don't know if I so I guess
Yeah.
I mean that's more of flavor. I don't know if that, but I'd still take it and maybe I'd try again later or someone else might.
I could
Yeah,
always take a look when we have more time too.
yeah. We should probably look because I know there's
I put it
something
in my
on the map
inventory for
that
now.
my character doesn't know is on the map yet. Should look around this room more.
Sorry for the listeners that Fen went mute there for a minute. My computer decided to run out of disk space for the recording,
Oh no.
so I had to clear up about 50 gigabytes worth of stuff in order to
Uh-oh.
record.
Welcome back.
Yeah, my audio is about to be all sorts of funky, and most of it is going to be missing. Great, love it. Technical difficulties, everybody.
Hooray! It's a
It's
good
a-
thing you're the VOD.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good thing with the bot. So
Yeah.
anyway, Fen, now that he is no longer mute, is going to see if maybe Sif, would you mind taking a look at some of my wounds as well? I tried to mend some myself, but I could not quite get a good enough mixture going.
Certainly.
Ooh.
I'll be all good to stay here for some more time.
I think so. It's just the other side of this room we might take a peek at while you're healing up.
Fair enough. All right, let me see what I can do here. And we will roll another treat wounds. Oh, that worked. Oh,
Nice.
natural 20
Ew.
for 30. Wait. 28 points of healing. There was a 30 on the die.
Dang!
Nicely
Nice.
done.
Beautiful.
If only I could heal myself.
Right.
Who is that on? Actually, sorry.
On Fen.
Yeah, sorry, let me hit that. My computer is screaming at me again that there is still somehow no disk space.
Oh.
And I don't understand.
Oh no. All right. Well, I would honestly just not worry about it. We'll just have to pull from the VOD this episode. So
Okay.
that's all good.
Oh, where's my?
Got redundancies for a reason.
True.
So, Sif, you're able to take the time to heal Fen as Fen finishes collecting the sightless mushrooms. Faradir, you pocket the viscous golden liquid. And Bertrand, you grab the spacious pouch that smells faintly of something nasty. And you guys are standing around the Darrow encampment that still has the burning body of the fungus leshy in it, as well as a cooking spit of some kind that has a humanoid-looking body charred and motionless over it. And with a curious-looking makeshift prison cell of wood that holds the body of this gray-skinned gnome, you think? Looks like it's been dead for a while. Behind, it looks like a locked gate. You guys have been here for probably about 20 minutes now?
At least, yeah.
Yeah.
I've done 3 heals, so 30.
30
Yeah.
minutes.
Would that get? Can I try again on the? I know I failed and said that unicorn piss or whatever, but typically, like getting the wrong answer is more of a critical failure thing. I don't even know if that's a rule, but am I allowed to try again, or do I have to wait?
It's like dubious knowledge.
You can try again.
Okay.
You said this was a wooden construct?
The fence or the cell?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm just gonna try to bash through it.
Okay.
Like I'm gonna try to shoulder check it.
All right. You do so, and the gate just falls in on itself pretty easily.
Okay. I think I'm gonna look over at Bertrand. Do you want to see to the body? I'm gonna immediately turn around and take this thing off the spit and throw it in the cage, and I'm gonna work my way around and grab these corpses and drag them into the cage so that they're not just sitting out.
Sif, which body? This little guy, yeah?
Don't know if they were keeping him prisoner for food or something else, but this needs to be taken care of. As I grab the body off of the spit, and then, like I said, I'll work my way around to the other Darrow and the Leshy last to bring them into this wooden cage.
Got it. Yeah, Bertrand would then like grab that corpse and kind of slide it up. Take a look and see if it has anything on it. I can roll a perception if you'd like. And just basically get it. Should we keep them all in here? Or should we remove this one? I don't. Leave them all in here? All together? Or like symbolically
bother
free
me.
him and bring him out of the cage? It's like freedom and death. Either way, does he have anything on him?
He does not. He's got ragged clothes. It looks like he's been dead for at least a few days.
Yeah, he'll kind of just like make space for all the rest of the bodies to be brought in here. And then assist bringing them in. Should I go get this guy down the hall?
I'd leave him.
Yeah, you're right. You pinned him. He's immobile.
Keep him as a totem.
A warning.
Wonder what that would look like. Just strapped a dead Darrow onto someone's back.
Weekend
on
at
a-
Bernie's.
Exactly. Weekend at Bernie's, the Darrow edition.
It's a new backpack cosmetic.
You guys got any more mushrooms?
Fen hides the mushrooms that he harvested earlier. No. I do
Wait,
not
did
know
somebody
what
say that?
No.
I was like, wait, what?
Yes, the
A
unexpected.
voice from down the hall. Well, shall we continue? Do we need to take a little bit longer? See if you're still quite fucked up.
Oh yeah. Sif, would you like me to attempt to heal some of your wounds?
If you could, that would be nice.
I will give it a shot. I've not had luck, but let me see. Oh, whoops, wrong button. Fen is not trying to find out if he knows anything related to this.
I also could use some healing. I have a potion, but if we have time to treat wounds.
Noted. All right. Here we go.
Oh,
Hey, there we go.
nice.
Crit success. Let's go.
I will take that.
Only
Nice.
11 points of healing that time, but meh.
Still very good.
Still very good.
I don't need anywhere near that, but I don't have
Yeah.
a lot of HP total.
That's
got-
also true.
26 HP max, so.
Yeah. I guess take another 10 minutes to treat Verider real quick.
We don't have to. I'm good at staying in the back.
You have 24 total hit points.
26.
Oh, okay.
18 right now.
Got it.
I
I
mean,
was
I'm
like,
not too
at
bad, but
24.
18 is only 2 hits from being
Yeah.
down. so-
Yeah.
Exactly.
Or one good one.
Well, let's take a look around. It seems like we might have cleared out
If we get into
majority
combat,
of
I'll
these
drink my
creatures. So hopefully we've taken out the strongest of these. We might, hopefully, if the gods are on our side, there might not be anybody else down here.
So many beds over there.
Yeah.
That
I've
was a
still
fair
got lots
point.
of spells.
There were 2 back there, and there were 2 here. I don't know if the Leshy uses the beds.
They might have sleepovers as well.
But a lot of my spells, I guess,
It's like
maybe I
there's-
should inform you of the magic that I can use so that we could build a plan, because my strongest spell I wanted to use, but I don't know when the best time to use it is. But I have Bone Shaker.
Oh, shaker. Sorry. Watch a
Could
lot
you
of
speak
Monster
in the
Truck stuff.
common tongue?
You never heard of Bone Shaker?
I just hold up my hammer. I just look for the weak spot and hit things.
time. He like rattles the saber. You'll have to explain it a little bit more for me, please.
Well, it literally more attacks them. I don't know how to explain. I want to explain this a better way. That scene when Magneto takes Wolverine and controls his whole skeleton, just like that.
Okay.
I've heard of this play. I've read about it in books.
play.
Preferably
Exactly.
somewhere in Sandpoint, I believe.
The Zed Men.
Yes, the theater in Sandpoint. Yes, I've seen it many times there.
Lots of pictures in these stories.
Imagine if I could
Bang,
inflict
kapow, and the
pain
like.
on a chord, shake it.
I'll be very curious to see it.
It's not a pretty sight when it happens.
Are you
Well-
capable of this too?
At this point in my work with the Gosra, I am not capable of such magic. No.
That's a point against your god then.
Fen cast Divine Lance on Sif.
Yeah, Bertrand's
He's like,
ooh, yo.
5 points from Gryffindor.
Yeah. Bertrand pulls his collar. Ooh.
I do have other magic, as the spiritual armament from the battle upstairs proved quite useful. But Gosra does not need my defending. Gosra is a primal force of nature.
I need your defending.
That's true. That is what you've hired me to do.
Yes. I may have strong
Right.
spells, but I can't typically hit.
Do we want to move forward?
I'm all for
Yes.
it, mate.
Let me show you some of these new spells I've learned.
Look forward to it. With shield and warhammer drawn, I will continue to lead the party forward.
Right, be is it? I like that. Just the way the
Ah.
Faraday that you're like, let me show you my new spells. I just envisioned you just like pew 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 and like burning off all your spells, and it's like now I need to take a nap and we can adventure tomorrow.
As we're moving forward, I'm gonna kind of look back. Gonna get some light in my shield. Make this next part easier.
Right, it is very dark down here.
I suppose I could do that. Perhaps Goswell will forgive you for your blasphemy.
It only applies to Gazran items.
He's like, oh,
sorry.
Gopher's light. That's what you want?
All right, so you guys move forward through the southern tunnel, through the southern tunnel, and
The
past
southern-
the mountain.
past the pinned body of Zyox. Hear some strange, ominous
Piano
music.
music. One key.
One-
Boom.
One of the Darrow has a piano.
Yes.
You
It's a baby grand. Ah.
you walk for
It's a pianist.
a while, and as you do so, you guys kind of maybe have a little bit of a conversation about what you know about the Darklands. And it may be nothing, it may be something, but you realize after walking for maybe 20 minutes with no significant caverns or the routes apparent, you think you might be walking deeper into the Darklands. And
Uh-oh.
you can kind of feel the tunnel descending deeper and further.
This tunnel might be outside the scope of this adventure. It feels like we're just walking. I feel like we'd have found something by now, right? Do you agree?
But it took hours to get to Rusthenge, but
Yeah, fair. That's a fair point.
normally you or Fen lead.
Yeah, could I do a survival check to see if it's like a well-trodden path or if like
Sure.
nobody's been down here?
Yep, go ahead and make a secret check. Anybody else kind of looking at the ground for any signs of foot traffic? Feel free to roll as well.
So that feels like a Fen thing to do.
Oops.
But it's some of his survival to the test here.
I tried to use the basic macro and also I don't have survival, so he's like,
I meant to roll
Nice.
that blind, but I got a 26.
Perception's
Was it
good
supposed to
too.
be survivor? Okay.
Survival's fine. Perception works also.
okay, I will roll a perception.
I think
Oh, go ahead.
Faradir is currently in the back reading a journal. A little distracted.
That's my diary, mate. No, I'm just kidding.
All right. So between Bertrand and Fen, it looks like it's been a while since there's been any foot traffic. It's very hard to sense or see boot prints on this floor or cavern floor, anyways, because of how kind of wet the floor is, and the constant trickling of water. And it just being so barren, save for like rocks and pebbles here or there. You might catch like a sodden boot print. Actually, Fen, you do find a boot print, but it looks like it's probably at least 2 weeks old.
Well, whoever this was, they've not been here for some time. So perhaps this may be the wrong path.
Hmm.
You
Interesting.
did see that body across the way. Maybe that's the continuation of the temple.
Perhaps. It is unclear.
Also, just be reminded there's like probably 20 doors that I could still be opening back in the mine temple. We came behind the big statue, and there's probably quite a bit else. I don't know if this tunnel is the end all be all, as it were.
Well, there were
But-
other ways too.
There's definitely more to explore back at the up above ground. In the other place we were, I don't know if it has a proper noun, but
The Sky Metal Workshop
Just-
or the
exactly that place. That voice comes out of Bertrand, Robert's voice. That place. So it. While we are here and we should explore it, there still might be This might just be a divergent path.
You've probably been walking for about an hour total. So at least the length of the tunnel from beneath Stonehome to the entrance to Rusthenge, or the Sky Metal Workshop. But you feel like you're walking further south than the original location. Fen, you might be able to get that with your survival check also.
Yeah. I think eventually Fen would kind of ground himself and realize, just kind of in his head, like, if we came down this way, then just kind of calculating that out. Yes, I think we should head back. Not quite back up into Stonehome or the other place that we were at, but perhaps another path would serve well. Maybe where the Leshy came from.
Right. Well, appears your guide had the laugh, right? I
yes.
decide to lead, and we simply wander into darkness.
Well, at least you didn't fall down into a well or drown or something. That feels like a very Gosra petty thing to do.
At least you didn't open a trapdoor.
Or that, yeah.
Okay, so after another hour of walking back to the DRO encampment, you come to that.
Wait, I'm back here in the dark.
That fork in the road. Fen, you walk
Hurry,
to
Bertie.
the tunnel to the north west of the Darrow encampment, and you do find almost a little nook and a bedroll separate from the other bedrolls surrounded by the Cytalish cluster of mushrooms. But it looks like it's a pretty wide bend in this passage, and this flat bed of rock has been cleared of dust and debris just for a bedroll. But you kind of poke around, lift the bedroll up, you don't find anything of interest.
Yeah, well, this is a bit of a disappointment. Gosra's playing jokes on me as well, it seems.
The tunnel does continue to the north.
Okay, I was going to say, Fen does see that it's a bit dark ahead and is going to cast light on himself as well. There's a bit more if we go this way, however. So, perhaps this will lead us to where, well, whatever we're looking for, truly. I would suppose
Well,
Lazar as Mach, we've heard so much about.
let's go greet our demon overlord.
The other two will catch up eventually, I'm sure.
Yes, I was coming. I just didn't want to leave Bertie behind.
No, yeah, I was waiting on you, mate. We were just like staring at each other, like, you go first.
You go first.
No, you go first.
Oh, well, this is a
Oh,
awkward
no.
chasm situation.
Yes, so you believe you
That
come
old
to
tale.
another area that opens up to the deep, dark caverns, cavern below. However, with your light here, you do catch the sign and glinting of something metal, and the faint outline of a body laying down across and on a remote ledge to the north across this vacuous cavern.
It seems like whatever we need is across this chasm, but how do we...
Was there not a tunnel to the east? Out of the
Perhaps.
stairs, right? We went south. Lots of backtracking.
You're all kind of at the edge of this and looking either east or west, and it extends for literally hundreds of feet and even beyond your light in either direction, and as well as upward and downward.
Eridir grabs Fen. Save your life.
Fen gets even more scared because of this and falls off and dies.
Oh, no.
Go ahead and roll a reflex save. Grab an edge.
And then you see a small blue kobold come out of scenic nowhere.
On the ledge across the way.
The corpse stands up.
Yeah.
My backup character is over there, and he killed a man.
I think we can check this way.
Yes.
And I'm gonna essentially lead us back. No, token collide. Can make me navigate the entire cavern here.
You can use
Yeah.
WASD or the arrow keys also.
Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting about that.
Awesome.
Or
But
left,
yes,
hold down left click and right click to set waypoints for your token. It doesn't work for Dylan though.
No.
All right, so you guys get back to where the landing is, and you notice that there are tunnels that go either to the east and then
What? I
directly
can't see,
south
mates.
to directly south. The passage to the south though does have this strange grouping of rocks around it.
Oh.
And you do see that there looks like there was a bridge that led across to a very similar looking door as to the one that led into the worship chamber that held the statue of Zarazmak, some 50 to 60 feet across the cavern, with the broken bridge to the north.
Well, this seems as good a direction as any. If
This
someone has been here.
what do we want to do?
Which way? Sorry.
Well, we have the strange rocks, and then I'm gonna peek my head down this way. And this one seems to turn as well, but the wrong way.
Yes, the tunnel to the east looks like it moves southward. Fairdeer, as you step past the ring of rocks, something happens in the
Oh,
I
tunnel.
was
Oh
gonna
my
say.
god, I'm sorry, guys. It's always me.
It was a book.
Yeah.
Faraday, stop!
You know
Like,
what's
I've
funny
finally
is that
seen
ring
one.
of rocks. You mean that smiley face? Now he's just laughing at me.
No,
Yes,
yeah, in
it-
my head, I was like, you need to put another rock there, and then a Korok will appear, and you'll get one of the seeds.
The rock we don't see is the center that makes it a target
I was thinking
for the trap.
it's a rock fairy ring. If you step in there, you'll dance forever. For anyone who knows that folklore.
Yeah, maybe as Fen is kind of investigating these ring of stones, you could tell that they look like they were placed there purposefully and somewhat recently. But as you're kind of like trying to think about what or how or why these are here, Feardeer steps on past you and through the ring of stones, and then you hear the sound of
Music?
yes, the sound of the music of rushing waters.
Oh.
Rivulets
Gotta go
of
to the loo.
water begin to run from the circle of stones that grow into a puddle at the center, and then almost immediately as Fairdeer steps into it, this rush of water appears and sweeps him off of his feet. I would like for you to roll a fortitude save, Fairdeer.
They're taking the old man to Isengard.
Public or private?
You can make that public.
Oh.
What'd you get?
7.
Oh, a 7, you say? That is a critical failure. So this is not going to be fun for Fairdeer. This rushing water sweeps you off your feet and brings you down and southward to a passageway that you can barely see. Let's see.
Faraday, no, please. I don't get paid enough for this.
I'll give you a raise.
Yeah, you're slammed against the wall of the tunnels on either side until you're brought to a very abrupt halt. And as you get to this corner of the tunnel to the south, you catch sight maybe of like a crude-looking fire pit to the southeast. But then, just as soon as you kind of stop, a pit opens up from beneath you. However, so you are knocked prone as you slide down. You're going to take some bludgeoning
He
damage.
knew I was going to fall for
as
this one.
you're,
His notes are going to say Nick falls for trap.
as you're beat across the floor. in walls. You're going to take 12 points of damage.
Fuck.
The windows to the
And
walls.
unfortunately, because you critically failed, you aren't able to grab an edge as you fall into this pit trap also.
He dead.
Oh,
This might be it, guys. If I take
Yeah,
more damage,
it's not good.
I mean, we at least see you fall
good
away.
thing you took the smelly sack.
Yeah.
I think Fen
Oh
in this
no.
moment.
So there is this
Oh.
pit trap. As you're falling, you might be able to catch some light and see that there's already dead bodies beneath, and
God.
several groupings of spikes, wooden spikes.
Pictures of
Very
power.
badly hurt.
And this
Been saved by my
trap-
pinchers of power.
Oh man.
You didn't prepare pinchers of power. It's a
Oh,
Goonies
it's just-
reference for anybody who's like,
I
what the
did-
fuck is he talking about?
Thank
Okay.
you, because I was like, I feel like I should know what this is.
The movie's
So-
older than you are. Don't worry.
I've seen it, I just don't remember.
That's
Can't
one of
grab
my
an edge.
favorite childhood movies.
So there's
broken my
no
hip.
reflex save. So I guess that's just a regular failure then. Doesn't say you critically fail this part, so I'll just say that's a regular failure. So you're gonna fall and take some damage from it and the spikes.
Guys, this is bad. This is really, really bad. So, party composition. What do you guys think?
Yep.
Ah.
Faraday disappears, and
Oh yeah, he did.
we're gonna go into some combat rounds now, just to make things a little easier.
Oh shoot.
Yeah.
And we can then point to it when he dies and
Guess
say,
I'll-
we did it by the book.
We'll
guess
go
I'll
into
just be on
combat
Twitch.
rounds when we get back from this quick break. So stick
Oh,
around,
man.
everybody. Thank you for
What a
sticking with us so
cliffhanger.
far.
Yes.
And it'll give
Technical
maybe
difficulties.
Wah,
and
wah.
Nick some
I mean,
time
Faraday
to think
fell off
about
a
new
cliff,
character,
so.
maybe.
It was
Hey,
Nick's character across
who's-
the chasm.
Oof. Oof, oof, oof. Okay, hi.
We're live. Hello, welcome back. We're just all of us are just appalled by by Cody's desktop.
We
It's
were
amazing.
comparing screen.
Comparing each other's screens. Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't sound. Yeah. Anyways,
Nightmare.
No euphemism. That is exactly what we were doing.
We were very much comparing our desktop screens. I have approximately 57 icons on my screen
At
because
minimum.
I don't believe in folders. I think I have one folder called
Actually-
Nostalgia Fuel.
Oh gosh.
I might have more because I just keep mine in such a high resolution that everything's on one third of my screen.
Mm.
That is possible. Yeah.
Okay.
400
But-
out of 5,000.
Is Faraday dead?
Yes.
Yeah,
More importantly,
let's
Yeah,
find
for real.
out. So, just a brief recap. You guys came back down to the landing area of the staircase that led from the worship chamber down to the Darklands, and yeah, you found yourselves back here. There's a tunnel exit to the east and one to the south. The exit to the south had a ring of stones around the entrance of it. As Fen was investigating it, and while Bertrand and Sif were trying to figure out if they wanted to go into the tunnel to the east, Faraday walked straight through that ring of stones to trigger a trap of some kind. Water swelled up beneath his feet until it turned into a tremendous a force of water to bring him down the tunnel, sweeping him off his feet, banging him against the tunnel walls and floor, dealing 12 points of damage. As he got to the bend at the end of the tunnel, a pit trap opened up to which he fell into, taking an additional 10 points of damage, and is currently unconscious and bleeding out. So we're going to go into a combat turn here. I like the sad music. It's like it's foreshadowing.
Yeah.
This music is the music you'd see Faradir alone in his room, all drunk and angry. This is what I imagine in his past.
It's also the music you hear when Faraday is falling into a pit.
Yeah, it's the same
Slow
thing.
motion.
Yeah, drinking. So falling into the pit, falling into the bottle. You know.
Oh, you guys need to keep the secret rolls.
Meow.
I don't know what I rolled. I'll find out.
19 for Finn.
Sif got a 17.
19 for Bertrand.
Got a 17.
And one for
It's a
Faraday,
roll-off.
please.
That makes sense. I'm
Do I
the
need to
furthest back.
add? Oh,
Yeah,
I get to pick my -4. Do I want a -4 blinded or -4
It
unconscious?
doesn't matter. You're gonna go before the trap anyways. So just roll it to get on the up on there.
5.
Oh, okay. Alright, so there's our turn order. Fen, your companion, Faradir, slipped to the south.
But let's not forget, on his way down, he said, "I'll give you a raise." Very important part.
Whooshed away by the
Yeah.
deluge.
Fenn sees this all transpire and like yells back to Bertrand and Sif. She's like, Faradir's in trouble. We have to go. Oh gosh. Okay, so is this hallway right now currently filled with water still,
No,
or what's
the water
the situation?
seems to have gone with Faradir. It was almost like a spherical deluge that picked him up off his feet and took him for a ride down the hallway.
Okay.
Slip and slide.
Magical
Violent.
plumbing.
Yeah.
A non-consensual
Right.
slip and slide.
Yeah.
Dang, I thought I had a potion of water walking, but it's a potion of water breathing.
Yeah.
As a just in case geese. Shoot. All right. Well. Okay. Can Fen figure out a way to maybe go through the rocks without it triggering on him?
You can roll a knowledge check.
Okay. Should I roll maybe survival or perception or?
Do just a perception check.
Just perception. Okay.
Mhm.
Got it. All right. That is Lord. That is an 11.
That you're not able to. You think you need more time to investigate this ring of stones and the surrounding tunnels to get a better idea of how it's triggered.
Shoot. All right. Well. Oh boy. Fen can't figure this out, but he also knows that Faradir has just been swooped down into an unknowable fate, and Fen's gonna risk it for the biscuit and run along kind of the side of the ring, like real close, like hugging this wall.
It'd be near impossible for you to do so. You'd have to walk through the ring of stones.
Oh, nuggets. Okay.
Unless you can walk on walls, or if you want to try to do an acrobatics check to parkour.
Yeah, actually, I like that idea. Fen is gonna attempt an athletics check to parkour across these stones.
How hardcore?
Parkour.
And at the risk of looking dumb, because the dice have hated me so far tonight, I think Fen is gonna use assurance. So he's gonna hype himself up a little bit and 17 his way across these stones, hopefully.
17 is enough for you to avoid touching the surface.
You got this.
Okay, thank goodness. All right, cool. So Fen is we're gonna do this theater of the mind a little bit here. Fen is going to essentially run up, and then like hop across the top of each of these stones, and like I was thinking about having him pole vault with his trident, but that's just not gonna work out. So he's just gonna hoppity hop across these things.
Nothing happens. Though you
Beautiful.
do now clearly see to the south a pit, but you don't see Fairdeer, as you imagine he is held within it.
Sharp. So okay, let's see. That was 2 actions. All right. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. Fen is going to run down. I guess I can't run down much further. Fen can't run down much further. So what's left of his movement? Gonna move down a little bit to try get closer to this pit. And Faradir, please hold on.
You
My
have one more
friend and
action, don't
also my payload. What was
you-
that? I'm sorry.
You don't have one more. I thought you had one more action because you recalled, jumped. You have
Well, right,
one.
and then I was gonna move, but my movement speed was like limited for some reason, so I don't know what that was about.
Oh, you should be able to take a second stride.
Okay, so I'm gonna do that then.
Okay.
I was just confused because it was acting like I didn't have the movement for some reason. So there we go.
Okay, and from there you can see that the tunnel meanders off to the southeast. And we'll go to Bertrand. Bertrand and Sif, both of you heard the cries for help. That strange sloshing of water. Only briefly.
Gosra, take the wheel.
Yeah, Bertrand's going to come around the corner here. And he didn't see any of this, so he's going to continue
Always
on
me.
and keep going down the thing. I don't think he would. Yeah, I don't think that he would have.
Avoided the millstones.
He might like notice it, but I think that he would just keep going. Like, because Fen wasn't like, there's
happen.
these rocks and don't step on these
Yeah,
rocks.
didn't
He
really
kinda just
explain
did
that
it.
part.
So yeah, no, all good. Yeah, so he would continue on.
And you do so.
Okay, cool. Perfect. And then he stands by Fen. He's like, I'm gonna keep using my movement.
Yep.
And
Why are you talking to me like that?
shit, I can get
You right
get
up
to
the pit?
here. Yeah, I can get right up to the pit.
Yeah. Get there.
That is 3 actions.
Perfect. Yeah, you look down into the pit, you see several
Yeah.
dead bodies, and Fairdeer is down there also, pierced by several spiked wooden spikes, and looks like he's bleeding out.
He's like, oh shit, he's dead. No, he might still be alive. He's fucked up though. We should somebody come down here and help me. I can't do the healings.
All right, Sif, you're up.
I hear the commotion. I see Bertrand kind of hightail it. I think I process things just a little bit slower. Shit. And I'm just gonna run. Let's go 25. Oh man, 25 feet. Let's go another 25 feet. I'm running through the stones. And then last action, 25 feet will get me there.
All right, you can see Sitch.
Yeah, Bert's just like, he's down here, down in this pit.
All right, and Fairdeer, we're gonna roll a recovery check to see if you can stop your dying condition. Go ahead and just roll a flat check. You got to beat an 11.
Oh.
Oh no, he bleeds out. Dying
no.
2.
Oh no.
Speaking of wounded conditions, shouldn't Sif's wounded condition be gone since Fen did treat wounds on Sif?
Yes, that's right.
Is it both or is it just one?
All of it.
It was a
Here's
crit
all of it.
success too,
Yeah.
so
All right, Fen, you're up.
alright. Fen hearing Bertrand's words and also being salty that they didn't have to hop over the rocks like he did, is going to run up to the corner of the pit here, kind of not harshly pushes past Sift, but kind of like nudges him out of the way a little.
Spicy.
And
Some deity back and forth issues here to unpack this in our next downtime.
and Fen looks down and sees Faradir bleeding out. And Fen would not process this, but his player sure does. If I cast a 2-action heal on Faradir right now, it will bring him back, but he's also still impaled. So
Well, I wouldn't say he's impaled. Maybe he's just like hanging off the side of the spike and like bleeding out.
okay,
Yeah.
that okay.
It's like the end of Hot Fuzz where the thing's like right under his.
Oh, I hate
Shin.
that.
Oh, that's such a good movie. I haven't seen that in a while. It's so funny.
I like that movie except for the super nasty parts.
D-Dalts. Timothy Dalton.
So Fen, not processing all the things I just did, is going to cast a 2-action heal on Faradir, as a prayer to Gazra to make it so Faradir might live. So let's see what healing we get here. Hey, what do you know?
Nice.
Fen actually got a good D8 roll. That's 15 points of healing for Faradir.
That's massive.
That's pretty good.
But she said-
Faradir, are you okay? Can you hear me?
All right, your eyes flutter open, Faradir, and you are now wounded 2, but you are conscious. And you're surrounded by 2 dead Darrow bodies amidst several makeshift spiked logs.
Also, like, slightly impaled, right?
Lightly.
Lightly impaled.
I'm hurt very, very bad.
Yes, that spike is going right through many things it shouldn't be. I am terribly sorry.
All right, Bertrand, you're up.
Bertrand, how far down does it appear this is?
20 feet.
Shit. Okay. Faraday, do you need a hand down there? Obviously, this is a stupid question. Let me rephrase. Should I come down there and help you with a rope, or are you?
Please.
All right.
I can't move my arm.
I can go down if you want to help with the rope on top.
Bertrand will pull out a rope. 1 action. Let me just make sure I have one. I should have one. My other, if not, oh nope, I have no rope.
I have rope.
My rope
also has a rope.
My rope is dangling above Stonehome from when we went onto the roof. So Bertrand will. Bertrand is going to then delay and basically. He hasn't done anything yet besides free action talking, so he's going to delay and wait for somebody to provide a rope so that he can. Otherwise, he could climb down now and wait for the rope. Climb down, prepare an action ready in action that when the rope comes down, he ties it around Faradir. Is that dumb? I'm just trying to utilize my action economy appropriately.
No, it sounds good.
All right, so I will athletics or acrobatics. Is it athletics to climb?
Athletics to climb, yeah.
Okay. All right. Athletics, blind GM roll. Attempt to climb down.
That is enough.
All right. I don't have 40 feet of movement. Do I get all the way to the bottom or no?
So as you start climbing, you move down half speed. So at 20 feet.
Yeah.
What's the rest of your movement at?
I have 35 feet of movement.
Okay. So you probably get down halfway. We'll just say a little more than halfway.
Okay. Well, then I won't be able to ready an action, but I'll go down all the rest of the way then.
Okay.
Do I
You
need
get
another
down there,
athletic checks or?
Carefully.
Okay.
You're good. You're down there. You're on your feet, kind of like awkwardly maneuvering around the spikes, and yeah, you see the
All right.
clearly 2 dead Darrows Corpses looks like they've been dead for a while. And then Faradir's kind of like looking up at you, covered in just drenched.
It's like, hold on, mate. We're waiting for the rope. Don't worry. Fortunately, I cannot see to your wounds. But for his third action, he's going to roll a perception and just like take a look around the bottom of this pit.
Sure.
See if there's any like +3 rapiers or anything like that. I don't know down
Nothing
here.
like that. However, you do see that one of the Darrow they're wearing a very pristine looking pair of gloves.
It's night. I'll wear gloves. He is gonna just think about gloves until his next action.
All right, Sip, you're
The
up.
end of his turn.
One action to move up to the pits, one action to draw up my rope, and
Okay.
I'm gonna use my last action to kind of lower it and hold on to it, thinking back to we've literally done this before where I pulled
Yeah.
Faradir up. So all we need is Bertrand to tie him up. But I'm on the edge, poised with the rope, and I've dropped the length down into the pit.
Perfect. All right. Just gonna do something real quick.
No, I saw you rolling dice.
You're right, exactly.
I was like,
Trigger the
uh-oh.
trap.
Yeah, that's why I was trying to like utilize my action economy as best as possible.
I'm gonna get thrown into the pit.
That's a lot of dice.
Ziff's gonna die.
Not a fan. That's at
Uh,
Yeah, I'm
least
already
3
down
dice.
here.
4 dice altogether.
All right, so actually, Fen, as this is kind of transpiring and you're looking down, looks like your heal did work and you're kind of relieved at that fact. But as Bertrand is moving down the pit and Sif is moving up, preparing the rope, you kind of catch this very subtle movement in the shadows to the
Great.
southeast amidst
Oh, I
this,
don't like what I'm seeing.
this rough-looking campsite to the further to the southeast, past the tunnel into this small cave. Dark silhouettes are moving. It looks like there's several of them, but they are very quiet. And Sif, I'm sorry, you did what with the rope? You threw it down already? You're just holding on to it, bracing.
Yeah, I've braced. I'm holding on onto the rope,
Okay,
so
perfect.
I can pull them up.
Excellent. All right, Fairdeer, you're on your back.
I'd like to stand.
Okay, you do so. Take an action to stand up. Move the prone condition. Your buddy Bertrand is right next to you.
He would probably reach out and put his hand on Bertrand's shoulder to like support himself for a minute.
Okay.
And I guess we're in combat rounds, but I think you just look him in the eye like, fuck my life. You know, he's like, I'm sorry.
It's all right, mate. It's all right. Here, start to tie yourself up here. You might be better with knots than I am, though I doubt it. You should still
What's the
see if we can get you up here
I don't
quicker.
think I can do nuts.
It's all good. If not, I know. I'll show you knots later.
I'm
I got all
not
kinds of sailing
good
knots.
at them.
Bertrand takes non-lethal damage.
Take some psychic damage.
Yeah, exactly.
Mental damage.
I don't know if it's still your turn. Sorry, I know we
I
were
think
talking,
he
but
would
it's your
just
turn.
delay until Bertrand can help him.
Okay.
I don't think he's physically strong enough. Being wounded too, especially, I don't think he's got the strength to do it himself. Let alone, I think standing took it all. You know.
All right, Finn, you're up.
All right. So Fen saw something move in the distance,
Shadows creeping.
and I think Fen, a little quietly, is gonna say to Sif, we are not alone. There's something down that way.
Oh.
Fuck.
And so I think Fen is going to once again kind of nudge past Sif.
Yeah, I'm technically down in the hole.
yeah, you're
I'll
down
move
in the
myself
pit.
over just for.
And Fen's gonna go right here and try to be a little bit stealthy about it.
Okay, go ahead and roll stealth and maybe an acrobatics to. No, stealth is fine. You're moving at half speed. You're walking carefully. I'm not gonna
Okay.
make that a roll.
Cool, cool, cool. So that's 17 with my +2.
I was gonna say that was a 15.
That was a
Mhm.
decent roll. I'm
Yeah.
here for it.
Shania has your back.
Yes.
Shania Gazra bless me.
All right.
Let's go, girls. So, all right. So that is one action.
Put your back against the wall. You move up slowly.
Fen is also gonna try and see if he can see. Cause God, I have the light on me too. So that's gonna not help my stealth situation. But he's gonna try to see what's down this hallway.
Yeah, go ahead and
You
roll
want
your
me to
perception
roll?
check.
Okay.
Make that a secret one.
Oh, whoop,
Or not.
sorry.
It's fine. Either
I
way.
caught that right as you were saying it.
All right, 16. Ooh, is that enough? That is enough. So, you see these very small, sized gnomes, gray skinned. They look almost emaciated. They're kind of hugging the wall over here and tucked. You imagine back in the corner of this small cave that the rest of it that you can't see. You imagine they're kind of huddled against each other. But yeah, it looks like you guys are kind of playing peekaboo in like the scariest sense, I guess. Peekaboo's
Right.
probably not the best way
Yeah.
to describe it then, but it looks like all of you are pretty tense.
Okay.
Peekaboo of death.
The peekaboo did.
So, I think Fen would notice this and kind of gather, okay, they know we're here. And like there's no doubt about that now. But now I know that they're there. So I think Fen would try to, in a very like calm, monotone way, try and like call out to them and just say, please.
What's up, motherfuckers? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, exactly. Hands up, motherfucker.
Good to see you. Surprise, motherfucker.
Surprise, motherfucker. No, Fen would be like, please, I don't know if you can understand me, but we are not here to harm you.
Okay. You hear that one of them answer back, but it answers back with kind of a snarl. It snarls at first, and then it says to you, "Are you with the cultists?"
No. We are very much not with cultists.
Go ahead and make a diplomacy check to make an impression.
Great, I have +0.
Make that a secret check also.
Okay, I'm glad you said that because I was about to hit the roll. Yeah, I'm so nervous about that.
Yeah, the two charismatic ones are in a pit.
Right, exactly.
You hear another one kind of snarl in a language you don't understand. It's almost shrieking in a way. for a moment, but then it sounds like it's mingled in with a bit of common. You hear like, trust them. You don't know that. They could be with them. Maybe they're working with the dead. Shut up. Shut up. Maybe we could eat them. Would you shut up?
Kill each other.
Right.
And then you hear the voice back again. What? Why? Why are you here if you're not with the cultists?
We are here to stop them. We just killed off some Darrow down the way who got in on way.
At the mention of Darrow, you kind of, it sounds like they get a little bit excited. You can't hear what they're saying, but we'll leave it at that. Call that the end of your turn as we go to Bertrand.
Bertrand will tie the rope around Faradir. Can I make a sailing lore check to tie a good sailing knot?
No, I'll just let you have it.
Okay. Just like
You
it's
thought
just,
I had something better than sailing lore?
no, dude, I don't know. I thought you knew, like you
I don't
said,
think
knowledge.
you could get much
knots.
better than sailing lore with,
Yeah,
Not more.
with that.
It
Yeah.
just ties like the
Boy
same.
Scout.
It's just like a hella knot, like knot. And it's like not really technical at all. No, he'll tie a knot around Faradir, and then like say like, Sif, tie him up. He should be ready to go. And then he'll look Faradir in the eye and be like, just hold on, Mike. You get you back up there. And then he would like to look at those gloves again.
Okay.
Uh,
All right. So as Sif, you're ready to action. Once you kind of hear that, I imagine you'll start to pull him up, and Faradir, you'll start to climb up slowly with the rope. And Sif's assistance. If both of you could just roll an athletics check, make that
Is it-
secret.
Yeah, is
Yeah,
it
it's-
possible for me to like aid by like grabbing
You want me
Faradir's
to
feet,
roll
like,
an
yeah,
athletics?
pushing him up some?
Yes, both of you roll
Okay.
athletics, and secret. For Bertrand, your aid roll athletics also.
Okay. Yeah. This is my. Since I'm going after Bertrand, I'd say it's actually my whole turn. All 3 actions is just pulling Faradir up.
Do you want me to roll athletics as well?
I
Or
agree
no?
with that. Yes, roll athletics. You're the one doing
Okay.
most
I
of the
don't
work
think
outside of Sif. All right, I got your rolls. Bertrand, you do aid successfully.
Wow.
Sif, you're pulling up, but I think Faradir, you slip for a moment. And Sif, you kind of lurch forward, but then you're able to brace yourself at the last second before you get to the edge of the pit. And Faradir, you kind of scramble. Maybe you find a handhold and right yourself up before falling again and bringing Sif down with you. And you're able to pull yourself up the rest of the way with Sif's help.
Right up, buddy. We've done this before.
Sorry, guys.
Oh, it's good.
Didn't even see what happened there. I just was looking down the hallway, and then I was in that pit.
I was down there the hallway. I didn't see it. Apparently, we have company.
What? Who?
I just point to Fen.
You see Fen
know him.
kind of hugged up against the wall to the south of the tunnel, kind of leaning over, and you hear him kind of like maybe whispering or talking quietly. You barely hear what he's saying. But I'll call that both of your turns as we go back to Fen.
All right. Okay, the last thing that they said was what?
Maybe we should eat them. Shut up.
Oh, that's right.
Shut up. What? How
Your cousin was on a spit.
how do we know you're not lying to us? And then you said that
Oh, that's right. That
killed
we
some
killed
of
the
the Darrow. They
Darrow.
got a little bit excited. You heard them chattering a bit, but you couldn't make out what they were saying. And it seems like you kind of in the middle of this dialogue.
Right. Okay. Just want to make sure that's where I left off. So I think maybe So did I hear them say? Did Fen hear them say something about eating us food, all that?
Yeah.
Okay. So I think Fen would reach into his pack and pull out a handful of rations. And just be like, I I know you do not know us, but I have food here for you. If you are interested, then we can talk and I will give you this.
Go ahead and roll another diplomacy check. Secret. I'm going to give you a bonus for throwing in the rations.
Beautiful. Because I have that +0.
I'm going to tell you it's a natural 20.
Nice.
Let's go.
The choo-choo
Ay,
can
ay,
attest
ay.
to it.
Choo choo.
All right. So at the mention of rations and food, and it seems mingled with the excitement at hearing that you had dispatched some of the Darrow, three of these emaciated-looking, gray-skinned dwarfs come bounding out from behind the corner, and will take us out of combat as they jump on to the. Wait, did you throw the rations? You just like.
I had him in. I just had him in my hand.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So they don't jump on you or the food, but they come out kind of tentatively. Then one of them sees, like, one of them peek around the corner, slowly sees your hand offering the rations. Bertrand, I put the item, the gloves, into your pouch there.
I thought you were fucking with me that there was anything good down there. I was ready for you to be like, they're just shitty gloves. Slightly smelly.
But as
Thank you.
they come out from behind the corner, you see that they are maybe in the midst of some kind of mutation or transformation. It's like their hands look like they had large webbed webbing between their fingers. They had elongated ears, almost like vampire-like teeth, but they kind of shrink away as they come out from behind the corner of the cave, and they kind of walk out slowly.
I think Fen at this moment would set the rations down like a little bit ahead of him, and then take a few steps back, leaving about roughly, a full 5 feet of space between him and the rations. And so then, yeah, Fen would be like, I thank you for trusting me. Can you tell me what happened to you?
You see the one that's kind of leading the conversation steps up. He's very bald and very old looking. He's got a scraggly beard, long, huge eyebrows that kind of just jet out almost like 6 inches and kind of are splayed out, almost wrapping around and mingling with his ear hairs that are also gray. But he looks a little bloated, but very, very emaciated. The two others with him are also male deep gnomes. You notice that they're all very skinny, emaciated, very hungry. He grabs the rations and passes them back, and then, after having a couple of bites himself, he looks up at you and says, I'm Greasy George. I am a deep gnome. Sverfneblin. If that's still legitimate in the remaster, I'm not sure, but
Your knowledge of the
you
metas.
said you killed the Darrows to the west?
Yes, Greasy George. That is accurate.
Is that a family name?
Yes, George is my surname. Greasy is my first name.
Is Bertrand out of the pit, or am I still down there?
Yeah, you're out of the pit now.
Okay, can we just say that I'm out of the pit? I'd
Yeah,
like to be a part of this conversation.
I was not
Okay.
anticipating the NPC I named with my redeem to be this
Yes.
character. I will say that.
They kind of back up and into their cave to invite you guys to, I guess, have the conversation away from the pit.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, the three of them are kind of just standing around eating the ration you gave them. Greasy George leading conversation still, and he says, we ran out. This was our home. This was part of our territory. And then the Darrow showed up from further south. We attempted to fight them back, but they almost cut our numbers in half. And then we ran into the cultists, and they cut our numbers in half further. And this is all we have left now, us three. But it does make us happy. He kind of says, with a very toothy, like he's got like a gangly smile. His teeth are kind of shot out every which way, and he says, very happy that you have cleared them out. I'm Greasy George, as I said. This is, he points to the two others. These are the twins, Nick and Knock. No surnames, just Nick and Knock.
Well, I'm surprised that they are not greasy as well. But yes, that unfortunately makes sense. That they would do that. We've had less than pleasant interactions with these Darrow. This may be an odd question, but have you seen anything else down here other than the Darrow or the cultists? There he is.
Kind of the look of the one that's having the conversation with you.
I was wondering.
He says, we had kind of a unsaid agreement with the Boggards to the east. Nothing strange other than that. The cultists were very violent. They attacked us on sight. We were just minding our own business, really. It was quite unexpected. We were recovering, licking our wounds after the battle with the Darrow.
Where did the cultists go after they attacked you?
They walked across the bridge to the north and then immediately destroyed it. The Boggards attempted to repair it with their mushrooms. I don't know how they get them to work, but they immediately destroyed that also. And cultists attacked them, and they just retreated back into the Black Lake, and they've kind of just been ignoring everybody else since. They've been in and past those doors for almost 7 days, nights. Maybe a
Back
little
behind,
longer.
across the chasm there. That's where they are.
Yes.
You're saying?
There is another bridge to the east, near the Black Lake and the Boggards' home.
What's a boggart?
A
Will
boggart.
it show become my worst fear?
A boggart is they're like frog people, toad people.
Hmm.
Oh, you're about to
Found
say
one.
frog underwear, and I was like,
Oh, we seen one. We seen one
You
them.
did see
oh,
a dead
that's
one
right.
that
Mhm.
was possessed
Yeah,
by
yeah.
the remnants of that tentacled, that blue tentacled maned space creature.
The Akata.
The Ikata,
Yes.
yeah, that's right. Thank you.
I knew it started with an A. I couldn't remember the rest.
I never know those damn things.
If we go to the east, will these boggarts attack us, or will we have? Could we say we met with Greasy George and we have a treaty to pass through this area unarmed, or will they try to?
They don't trust us. We had an unsaid agreement. Kind of. They just ignored us, and we ignored them. We left them to their territory. They let us have our own, but since we've been kind of entwined between the cultists and the Darrow, we've really had no place to go until now. Maybe reclaim this area as our own as it once was.
Well, I think we would wish that for you as well. It is not right for anyone to have their land stolen from them
Agreed.
with such violence. Also, per Tim, the Zverf Neblin are now Drathnelar, and Deep Gnomes are now Umbral Gnomes.
Oh, nice.
Umbral gnome is cool.
Umbral Nuts. I like
That's
that one.
cool. I like Umbral stuff.
Me too. Okay. So yeah, Fen would kind of be taking this in and just be like, well, it seems if we're going to stop whatever is happening, we must find where these boggarts are and use the hopefully still intact other bridge.
Hmm. Yes, well, I feel as you've unintentionally done us a favor, I feel I should return one in kind.
That would be appreciated.
And then you see after he kind of finishes eating his bits of rations, Greasy George begins to change shape into a small-sized werebat.
Okay.
He stretches his wings, kind of licks the clawed tips of them, and takes to the air. And he says, in a screech, just as he's changing, because I don't think he can speak common while he's in that form, he says, "Follow me!" Yeah.
I thought he was gonna say, "Thanks for the food, bitch," and attack us.
Right, exactly. That's why I was like, oh, great.
Yeah.
Fen is disturbed, but
Bertrand goes white, like pale white, like ugh. Not cool.
that is the last thing I was expecting to happen.
But then he flies past you guys above your heads. Feel the wind of his wings buffeting you as he flies up and towards the landing. The two other gnomes don't change shape, but kind of usher you on and past the pit to where the landing is. And you guys make your way there.
I love that Faraday's in the back this whole time, and then all of a sudden a giant bat creature flies over him.
Yeah.
Ah!
I was just listening to Meatloaf.
I imagine him sitting in the back just trying to catch his breath, and he didn't really care about what's going on. He's just like,
Yeah.
what the
We're like
fuck
talking to
am I
gnomes,
doing?
and he's still like, "I'm fucked up, dude. There's a hole in my
Yeah.
arm."
Yeah, he's fucked up. He's just not about it.
As we follow them out, I'm just gonna kind of quickly tell the other two gnomes that are all pushing us out. Your fallen brethren are down that tunnel, though. They're two in bad shape, but if you want to recover them.
They nod and they thank you. But they kind of crowd around the ledge here as Greasy George kind of stretches his wings, kind of does like some calisthenics very briefly as he jumps into the darkness below. And then you see him kind of swoop up and out to the ledge. Barely make him out from that distance with the light that you guys have. And then he sifts through the body of the corpse that was over there on the ledge. And then
He did what with me?
What? Wait, did I say something with your name?
No, you said sifts.
Oh, sifts.
Oh.
He sifts through the body that you guys can barely make it on the ledge. And you see that he's got, it looks like this chainmail and a rapier in his hand. And then he flies back over. Then he lays them on the ground for you guys to kind of pick at.
Well, thank you, Greasy George, our new friend.
He says, yes, yes. Well, let us leave it to you then. If you require any more assistance, we'll be here. I heard there's some fresh darrow bodies to the southwest, which we will gladly feast upon.
There's a leshy there too.
Oh yeah.
He might be tasty. If you're into that.
Fancy a salad?
It would go good with fresh darrow meat.
Darrow kebab, I suppose.
Yes. And then he begins to kind of waddle off with his arms out like a penguin. And then you see him kind of start to change shape as he walks away.
And
Cool.
very, very quietly. That was fucking terrifying.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna bite us.
That was unexpected. I'll pick up the rapier and just like seeing Bertrand's eyes wide open. It's like, you know this is going to you.
Maybe you'd like to pick it up. I could show you some things, but yes, thank you. And he grabs it from you.
Well, is that cold iron chainmail? Who would that be for?
That would be for Fenny Boy.
Ooh.
I mean, at some point, Sif should get armor too. But
Well, I was gonna say, can you wear that actually?
as long as is it medium?
It is medium.
Yeah,
Oh,
I can.
okay.
I can wear all medium armor.
Oh, in that case, then, yeah, I think Fen would pick it up at first and like consider it, but then look over at Sif. She'd be like, "Sif, I think this might be best for you, actually. After the few fights that we've been in, seeing you get hit quite substantially."
Mhm. Actually, I was wrong. That looks fantastic, but a little heavy for my taste.
Ah, well, in
Only
that
trained in
case,
light armor.
I will take this for now, and if you are able to wear such things down the road,
I do get hit a little too often.
All right, so you
And-
guys.
Ben gets naked right then and there and puts on the new chainmail.
Nice. And you guys take the time to identify the rapier.
I was gonna say we'll have to look at this later.
It
Okay.
is a +1 rapier Fiendbane.
Fiendbane. That's cool.
So yeah, additional damage on fiends.
Very cool. I'll ask about it later, actually, off air, because I'm curious about the mechanics of that, how that works. So that is very neat. In the worst case, he can wear it on his other hip, and when we find a fiend, we can use that rapier. That's very cool.
Yeah.
What is
pretty
that?
sweet.
How does that chainmail bump your AC, Fan? Out of curiosity.
So that's the thing, is I thought it was going to bump his AC up at least a little bit, but it really didn't change it.
It's not magical. It's just made of cold iron. So
Right,
for
but
specific
it's-
attacks.
But it's weird though, because it's like my original scale mail only had a +3 AC bonus. So I
It
don't
does
know.
have a dex modifier cap, so maybe that's.
Yeah, that could be.
But that shouldn't. Yeah, I don't know how that all
Something's
works.
funky, I feel like, but I could be wrong. But either way, at least I guess it might help somehow with being attacked by demons.
Nice.
I don't know.
So that Fiendbane, you deal an additional d6 damage against that type.
Cool.
And that's it. So additional d6 damage versus fiends.
But the +1 is.
+1 for everything.
Got it.
+1 to hit
So-
with everything else.
If we had time, I could move the striking over.
But we couldn't move the bane from that to the other sword.
You could do that too. That would take 4 hours though.
Got it. Okay. We should do that. Because Bertrand would like to keep Tidefall by his side.
Mm.
We can do that later though. There's no rush. It's like this is a nice. I do like the look of this, and I know it could be useful, but the sentimental value of the Tidefall here, and he pats it on his hip. We'll see. I'll keep both and judge the situation as I see fit to which one might be more handy, but can't replace Tidefall yet.
Understandable. Well, it is about that time, ladies and gentlemen. I like ending an episode on a high note, which doesn't happen often, but the party has succeeded. Nobody has died, though Fairy Deer is still wounded too. You've made good with some emaciated and starving deep gnome werebats, as well as finding out some information about what else may lie here in the spoilers deep beneath Rusthenge. So that's it, everybody. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned because we're gonna finish Rusthenge fairly soon. So check out all our socials. Follow us there. Check out our fun TikTok stuff. No Ohio Rizzlers abound or to be found anywhere near TikToks, thankfully. And join our Discords. And we got some fun stuff coming up also in the works. Yeah. Oh, next week we're actually we're gonna be down a Jacob. So instead of having our normally scheduled game, we're gonna try something different. Instead of trying to fill the time with another game, we're just gonna hang out for maybe an hour or two and just chat. So join us then. Ask us questions. Feel free to just jump in, and it'll be a little bit more interactive than us just having the game to play. So we hope to see you there. And don't forget to always
Live by the
die,
and die by
and
the
die by the
die.
By
die.
the die.
Toodaloo.
Bye-bye by the
Bye.
die.
Oh wait, you guys going this way too? Okay.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that's just
You know, my
Um,
class is actually that way also. So, yeah.